Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the champ who will be defending his belt, which is a great thing to say, isn't it, Dean? Let's be honest, mate. That sounds good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Against Mads Burnell. Now, before we talk about you and Mads, let's just go back a little. It wasn't meant to be Mads. It was meant to be Soren.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've said a few things about Soren in the past. So I'm not going to say too much about him. But like I said originally, the weight cut was going to hurt him. It was going to affect him, and it did. He said it wouldn't. He said he's going to make the weight because he claimed to be a wrestler. But you know, the weight cut, it affected him big time. It affected his cardio, his strength, and we've seen that in the fight against Morgan.
I was going to say, yeah, what did you make of the fight? Because I thought either the weight cut was hard or he's gassed quick, and I thought it's a combination of the two.
Yeah, 100%. The weight cut, it's affected his cardio and obviously his strength. I think Morgan Charrier could have beat him if he turned it up in the fifth round.
Yeah,
a little too late. I think if he'd have stepped it up a gear earlier, I think he'd have beat him, and I believe I'd have been fighting him in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and that was insane. Like watching it, because I thought, and then he obviously relinquished it. He kind of relinquished that division after even relinquishing a 155 belt. So now he's kind of shot himself in the foot. He's in a bit of limbo because it's like, well, I don't get an immediate title fight potentially because obviously you've got Grant and Herbert fighting, but after that fight, he might not technically be next in line for that.
Yeah. Well, again, going back to what I said when I was meant to fight him originally, I said he's going to be beltless at the end of all this. And without fighting me, he's ended up beltless. So he's winning fights and ended up beltless. But I mean, maybe he should get a title shot. Maybe next after Grant and Herbert, maybe he should be next in line just because of the pure fact that he was the champ. And he came down to the featherweight division and won that made-up belt, the interim belt. And yeah, maybe he should fight the winner of Herbert Grant.
It's looking good, this fight card, though. Let's take that into account. You must be pretty happy to be a part of this spectacle. Is the best way to put it. 6 title fights. I've never heard of that.
I mean, for me, it's a great card to be on because I know it's going to pull the crowds in. But as for fights, I'm not really going to get to see any of them.
No.
Realistically. But yeah, I mean, it's a great card. It's a card that if I want fighting, I would 100% want to be there in the crowd.
It's a great one for the fans. And obviously your fight against Mads. And look, Mads is a nice dude. I like the dude. He's a good name, but he's an ex-UFC fighter. So immediately that's a feather in the cap, isn't it? When you think CV-wise, claiming a statement as a champ, etc.
Yeah, beating Mads does more for me than beating Soren.
Yeah.
You know, so career-wise is a better win. And like I say, he's been where I want to be. And he's standing in front of what I want to do. So, you know, just got to go in there and beat him. And I think there's more on the line fighting him because I think a win over him, like I said a minute ago, is bigger than Bak.
Yeah,
it's a bigger fight all around, really.
Yeah, he's obviously his name is probably more known as well, not just on a European scene, but maybe a potential global scene as well with his name being in the UFC.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always good to have a UFC vet on your record.
Yeah. Definitely, I agree 100%. And look, Mads, you know, he came out of the UFC, came into Cage Warriors. He's done good. He's done all right. He's done good. You know, he's not doing wrong. He's winning. You know, that's all you can ask. Obviously, he's had a couple of fights where he got hurt a bit, but it's fight game. You're going to get hurt in the fight.
Yeah, he's. I don't think I've been hurt in the past 3.
Show off.
Yeah, I mean, what is he, 2-0 now in Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
And I think they're both finishers. So, you know, he's a dangerous guy. But I know what I've got to do to beat him. I know what he's good at. So, just gotta play it safe and fight smart.
Yeah, just kind of do what you've been. Well, effectively, just do what you've been doing, because what you have been doing has been very technical, very smart, and precise.
Yeah, I mean, the what's his name? My biggest hater, Corin Eaton. That fight was a bit scrappy, but it was an exciting fight. And then I forget the name. Lewis Monarch. That was a good fight.
Lewis, a good name. Yeah, good fighter.
Good guy to beat. Well-rounded, and I think I beat him everywhere. It was Aiden, who was quite a smart fight, because I knew what I had to do, which was to get him later on in the rounds.
Yeah.
That's where I knew he'd be tiring out. I think I demoralised him in the first when he couldn't finish me with his specialty. When he took my back, like that was his game, and everyone was going on about how good he is there. And I think after that round, I sort of deflated him and then just started to pick him apart, and he started to tire.
Yeah, he kind of put a pace on that was just, he just almost felt like he just was never able to kind of catch up to it. It almost looked like he was always just behind that you had to kind of, you set yourself a pace here, and he just was always just behind. He just couldn't catch up to it, and it's trying to catch up, almost gassed himself out trying to reach that.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, there's a big adrenaline dump. I think he had a big adrenaline dump at the end of the first. But my movement and everything just wore him down. I think, and pretty same against Mads. I think Mads will be a bit better conditioned than Aiden. I just don't think he'll be able to deal with my style.
And I noticed you're training with Brendan and Kane as well. And obviously Brendan just went off to America today. He's just flew over. How was Brendan's? I think he's a fantastic sparring partner, because I love what Brendan does and the movement he does, and the kind of he's unpredictable in a good way. Obviously, technically he's fantastic. I mean, the variety of combinations he'll offer. Was that a bit of fun? Was that just like a bit of cross training?
Yeah, well, I've known Kane for a while now, and obviously I've known of Brendan for a while. And I was up at FCC the week prior to training with Kane and Brendan. I saw Kane, and I said, we'll just arrange some training. Like, we've been threatening it for a while. Like, I'll come up and train, and never really got round to it. But I thought, you know what, I'm not working, so it's easy to get up to train. So I went up and trained with him. Really good. Enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to make it a more regular thing. Obviously, with Brendan, he's off in Vegas now.
Yeah.
So it'll be a couple of weeks till he's back. So I'll chat to Kane. I might be going up to train with Kane this week, I think.
Just good to kind of mix up the training partners, like you say. Just it's always good, isn't it, to get the variety.
And it's that level as well, though. They bring the high level. They've been around a while, and they're fighting on the top shows in Europe, and they're winning fights, and they're technically brilliant. So for me to get rounds in with them, it's great. You can only learn from each other,
Yeah.
It's good to. I don't believe. Well, I know for a fact I'll never fight Kane, and Brandon's in the UFC now, so or contenders, so they're good to train with. I think once you get in the UFC, fighting Englishmen, it's not the norm, is it? You tend to fight the foreign fighters.
Yeah, it is quite rare. Like, they had the obviously Jack Marshman and John Phillips one, but that was something that they always went back and forth about fighting each other. So, but it is rare they do UK versus UK. It's not super common, because there's so many different nationalities out there for people to fight. Anyway, it's kind of it's pointless.
Like I said, I'd like to make Brendan a training partner, because I think I can learn a lot from him. We can learn from each other.
Yeah, I know. Jimmy did well as well recently. Jimmy winning well, so that was a good momentum builder for the gym and everything as well. All you guys, you must be absolutely jumping.
Jimmy's amazing. He's one of the best in the gym. He's the best I've ever seen. So when he fights, when he performs, I know he's going to get the result that we want. And like I say, technically, having him in the gym and obviously having him winning, his head in the gym is brilliant because he knows so much about fighting. And he's a great coach. And now we've got Dan involved at the gym, Dan Hardy. Them pair together, I don't think you're going to get much better in the UK than that.
Yeah, because you see when Dan does the analysis work with John Gooden on the inside, so you can imagine the analysis that Dan does, for example, for you, for your opponents. You can obviously it goes a lot deeper than just what he does. I can imagine it's disgustingly good, and the information you need would be wonderful. And I think that's I think that's the way the sport will go. That's part of the way the sport will go. You'll have a guy in the team who is like an analysis of your opponents and breaks it down and gives you feedback in areas to find the weak spots, the Achilles heel, so to speak, of your opponent to manipulate.
Yeah, I mean, having that in your gym or as part of your team is only going to help, so I can see more people taking that on, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. And obviously Dan's still training. He's still looking sharp. He's even though he's a yoga mat master.
Yeah, but like I say, he's owned his skill as well. He's been out to Vegas and all over America. He's learned different techniques off some of the best as well. So his knowledge of the whole fighting again is amazing. His striking is brilliant. All his jiu-jitsu is template jiu-jitsu. The little wrestling tips he's picked up. So with him and Jimmy, I'm in safe hands, and I've got a great Thai boxing coach in Alan Whitten, and a great jiu-jitsu coach in Paul Lukowski. So I've been working with Paul and Jimmy for pretty much forever. But Alan Whitten, my Thai coach, I've been training with for about 1.5 years, 2 years, and I feel myself I've improved no end. And in my last 3 fights, you look at how I've performed and the results I've got, you can see it's all coming together. Yeah, and you can actually
see the progression with the striking in those fights. You can actually see if people go back and watch them, you actually see it's more of a belief. Like there's more of a self-belief in your striking in the fights as they go along. You're like, actually, I've done this on the pads. I've done this in sparring. I know what to do in a fight. I can, because like that's the step, isn't it? Is you drill it on the pads, then you drill it in sparring, and then it's actually doing it in a fight. It's that belief for that last stage that you need. You can see you coming out with that in your fights now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 100%. You've got to be, because in a fight, if you mess it up, you can get hurt, you can lose. So you've got to be confident and be willing to try these techniques. So, I throw some spinning stuff and some stuff that's good.
Edson Barboza-esque, is it?
Yeah, we to be honest, we drill a lot of this. We drill a lot of the spins and spinning back kicks, spinning back fists and elbows and all that. So don't be surprised if you see any in my next fight.
Well, the thing is, I think everyone should drill stuff like that anyway. And the reason being is because then you get to learn what the movement looks like, feels like. So if someone was to do it to you, you have an understanding of what their body movement's going to look like on that way to that movement.
Yeah, and how they're going to set it up, what they're going to do to set it up. It's like a jiu-jitsu. I mean, if you know nothing about jiu-jitsu, you're going to get subbed all the time.
Yes.
But if you know why they're grabbing your neck or why they're grabbing your arm, you sort of know what they're setting up. So you've got to have that. You've got to be aware of that.
Yeah, I've always said to everyone, you've got to get submitted. That's the only way you learn, because you've got to get to the very end of getting tapped. You've got to get tapped out, and then you build back from there. You build your way back. You can't stop the initial bit. You'll only start the end, and then you work your way back to. It's a long process, but it's the only way to learn in jiu-jitsu.
The jiu-jitsu is for me the hardest part of the training. Well, not for me, but pick as a beginner. That's the part of MMA that takes the longest to get the hold of and get. I'm with you. I've
got some young kids at the gym at the moment, and we'll do stuff like even in guard. They're in my guard, And you just think like to yourself, I know how to sit my base heavy and all that, and I can get my balance but then they can't get their balance and they tip over, and you think, why are you falling over? And you think,
and you just end up flopping on the side and things. But I teach sometimes, and you'll be teaching, and you'll teach a move, and like for me or you or someone that's more advanced, they know to stay strong in a good posture, and the new guy doesn't, and they fall over, and then it just makes that move that you're showing them is bastardized, and it just don't work because they flop like a fish. So you've got to have about your partner's got to know what the crack is as well.
It's weird, isn't it? Because you think yourself, how would you not? And you think, how do you not know that guy? And you think, hey, but actually, when I first started, I was absolutely gopping. So I don't even know why I'm saying this, but it's just because you've done it so many times, you just know what it is.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
It's second nature now.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, look, I said to a geezer the other week, says, you won't do that in a fight, would you? If he did that to you, would you just flop and lie on your face like that? You wouldn't, would you?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it now in the gym?
It's one of those things. Like, but then, like you said, when it becomes second nature, they never do it again. And you just think to yourself, if I could film you now and then film you in 6 months' time, you'd be like, no way, you couldn't even do it if you tried. Like, I couldn't flop. And that's like with the confidence in your striking. Like, you know, you couldn't do what you did like 18 months ago before you and Mittman started working together if you tried now, because you just, it's drilled out of you. You've got the different technique, the different mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's paid off. It's paid off in the fight anyway, like you said, like we said before. And that's the good thing about it. We're seeing this Dean Trueman evolution, and it's bloody exciting, mate, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I'm enjoying it as well. You know, I'm just enjoying fighting and the training and the lead up to it. I love it. I love the lead up to a fight. You know, when you're at the hotels, you're weighing in and all that. It's just a weird feeling, but I love it.
Yeah, it's just surreal, isn't it? It's surreal. It's just like it's like waiting for a computer game to load up before you play it. You're just sitting there and you're just now we can go. There we go.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, now we can play.
And then it's on to the fun bit. But yeah, all that I love it. You know, training gets a bit tedious after a bit.
Especially when it's especially when you got to do certain drills all the time. You're like, I know how to do it, but you have to do it. You know you have to, but it is tedious. When my coach made me do the double jab drill at every combo, double jab in the end. I'm like, I fucking hate this. I hate it. But you do it because it's a good technique. It's a good one to drill. But I'm like, it sucks ass. Never going to do it. Yeah,
coming out of a combo with a double jab, you probably not throw it much, but you'll do a combo this one time, and then you'll stick a jab on the end of it, and you'll be like, oh.
That's why I do it. Yeah, exactly. And it's just that muscle memory. But as much as I hate it when I'm doing it, I'm like, and especially when he goes, don't put so much power in your combos, so we can get more combo. We can do more in there, and we get more in the minutes. I'm like, no, I'm going to hit the pads harder, so you can't react as quick, so I can get less in if you don't mind.
Pinch a bit of energy where you can, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, like teeping by accident. Oh, yeah, no kicks was there. Forgot about that. Yeah, sorry about that. To teep you away from me. Oh, yeah.
That's always a good one. You know, just boxing sparring, you kick someone a couple of times by accident. Sorry, man, I didn't mean to do that.
I do that. It's like kicks or something. Yeah, just sorry, mate. Yeah, I didn't mean to trip you with that. I've done it before with the boxing. Yeah,
clinched. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, eh?
No, exactly. Clinched up with him and tripped them. I'm like, oh yeah, Muay Thai, mate. Sorry, it's just habit. Sorry, mate. Oh well. It's a 7-second break, was that? Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's that oxygen back now.
Yeah.
Anything like that, mate, helps. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I can't wait to see this fight, though.
Yeah, I can't wait to fight.
The card's insane. I think Mads is a great opponent for you. You know, on paper, I think it's a great one for you. I think it's beautiful to watch you two go to town on the 29th of June. That's it, 29th of June.
Yeah.
And people can watch it on BT Sport with not BT Sport. So it's UFC Fight Pass. UFC Fight Pass going to be on. I have no idea the schedule. No idea what time it's going to start. Just follow Cage Warriors on social media, and they will tell you when the times are kicking off and the fight card schedule and all that. Because I don't have a clue yet; it's not been released. But
you're right. I know they're normally on at 9 o'clock, the main card.
But it's 6 fights, so it's 6 title fights. So gosh, that'll be till like till midnight. At
I
least.
hope I'm on fucking early then. Midnight. I want to be fucking. I want to be half cut by midnight.
Exactly. Yeah, but dibs on the first night. I'll be first. I'll be first. All of you be fighting to go at 9 o'clock.
I tell you what, I fought at midnight a few times.
Yeah.
Not on Cage Warriors. On other shows.
I have. It's horrible. It's horrible. I've done regional shows, and they're just like, yeah, you're going to be scheduled there. Your fight will be 9 o'clock, and you're like, okay, cool. 10 o'clock comes. Yeah, a little slight delay. All right, okay. 11 o'clock comes. Fucking hell, mate, I'm knackered. I just want to go to bed. You know?
Yeah. And then pointless intervals.
Yeah. It's just like, lad, I just want to fight, mate. I don't even pay me. Just let me go.
Yeah.
That's just.
I've had enough of waiting now.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough. Like I remember FCC, the other fight card they just had. That was the first time they were on time.
Yeah, I seen. That's the one I was at. When
yeah. The first time Adam was saying it's the first time we've been on schedule. I was like, yeah, because I went on your card years ago, Adam, and I was fucking knackered.
Funnily enough, one of them fights that I had that was at midnight was FCC.
Adam knows he's just so bad of it.
He can't tell the time. Adam can't tell the time, or he needs a new watch.
He needs a new watch, yeah.
But I tell you what, he's a brilliant bloke, to be fair, Adam.
He is top bloke.
Always puts on a good show, looks after the fighters.
I'm with you on that one. He does look after top show. I have a lot of time for him. I think I was fighting. I had Martin Stapleton and Kane Masasi were on the card I fought on a few years back.
Yeah.
But then boys were on it because obviously Kane, local lad, so it was a big crowd for him. So the crowd for. So yeah, I remember seeing him in his early days growing up. Bless him. Yeah. It was good. It was good card that. I admit, yeah, good effects.
Yeah.
Didn't get my fucking walking song right, but I let them off.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That'll break me.
I did. It did hurt me a bit. I won't lie, because I stood there just did it down along. The guy's like, yeah, go in there. And I was like, no, that must be his song, my opponent's, mate. It's not mine. I'm different song there. And then, like, 10 seconds later, the guy comes back. No, it's yours. It's you. Like, it's fucking not. But no, they messed up then. Went, all right, Joyce, you bastards. So your mindset's gone. You know what I mean?
I say, I've had that once. Then put my walkout song on, the wrong one. And I tell you what, it couldn't be further away from the music I listen to. Like, fucking what I was walking out to say. So I was walking out to the
direction?
No, it was worse. I was walking out to the Who and I get ready to walk out. Ellie Goulding comes on. It's like, what is this? What is this?
Who would have that? Who would have that?
I'm walking out with my hands over my ears.
That is bang out of order. No chance.
Yeah,
why would they even have that there to play? How would that even get in there?
You know what? I was fighting one of the local lads, so they're probably trying to do it to fuck my head up.
Right.
Let's get the worst song to get a lad ready for a fight.
To wind him up, yeah.
And put this on for Dean and see if it loses. But I didn't.
That's all that matters.
I'm still the main for the cage featherweight champ.
Yeah. Take that, Ellie. Oh man, it's going to be awesome fight, people. Tune in. Like I said, UFC Fight Pass. Follow Cage Warriors social media to find out the time schedule when Dean's thrown down. But Dean, give everyone your social media, your own one, so people can join on yours and follow you out, mate.
Yeah, man. Either Instagram Dean Trueman MMA or Twitter Dean Trueman MMA. I think.
Yeah.
On there.
You're good on Twitter. I've seen some. You're good on Twitter. You could crack on there, mate.
Yeah. Twitter's the hard one, isn't it? You have to think about what you're putting on there.
No, I try to think that. I just think I don't care. I just couldn't care less. Screenshot it if you want and show me in 10 years' time. I'll still say I'll stick by it.
That's it. Stand your ground.
Exactly. And what about sponsors, mate? Who's sponsoring you? Who's helping you out in fight camps?
Right. So I would like to thank Capital Civils, Advanced Roofing, Precision Flow Screed, Advanced Health and Safety Training, Cash Monkey, Sub Guards, Opera Mouth Guards, Primal Core Nutrition, Full Reptile Collective, I think that is it. And if I have forgot anybody, I apologise.
All right, it'll be on your fight banner, so it's all good.
Yeah, it'll be on my shirt, shorts, banner.
So it'll all be on there, so it's all for everyone to see. And last but not least, mate, obviously you mentioned, we've talked about your training partners that you've been going through it lately, but give your gym a shout again and everyone else that's helped you out in Fight Camp, man.
Yeah, man. So everyone at Hardy Warlhead, Jimmy, Dan, Paul Barton, everybody that trains there, that spars with me, that helps. Paul Lukowski and everybody at Nottingham MMA. And Alan Whitten, my Thai coach, and everybody at Studio 2000 and Cy Barley for letting me come into the gym and spar with them. And everyone that helped me train. You know, I've not been down London to shoot this training camp, but, you know, every time I've been down there, they've helped me out massively. So thanks to them as well. Yeah, man. And everyone that's coming to watch, all my friends and family, and my missus for putting up with me, you know, bit of a boring lifestyle. You know, it's a boring lifestyle when you're a fighter. Until after that fight, it's boring. So, yeah, man, everyone, I appreciate it. Without them, all them sponsors, training partners, coaches, friends and family that come to watch, you know, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, you know, I'd still be working and trying to make it as a fighter.
Fantastic, mate. Honestly, have a great fight, and again, thanks for your time, mate. It's been
great
chat as always.
Yeah, sorry about Wednesday. Completely forgot, man. My head's frazzled when I'm training.
It's all good. Don't worry, honestly, mate. We're going to reschedule, so that's all that matters, isn't it? So, again, enjoy your fight, man, and wow, it's going to be great.
Yeah, man. You enjoy the fight. I'm sure you will.